Understanding the existence of evil in our world. Welcome, dear viewers, to a thought-provoking journey into one of the most perplexing questions that has intrigued humanity for centuries. Why does evil exist in our world? In the vast tapestry of human existence, the presence of evil has been a perennial enigma that has puzzled philosophers, theologians, and thinkers across cultures and epochs. The question of why evil exists in our world is as old as humanity itself, and it continues to be a subject of deep contemplation and debate. In this extensive exploration, we delve into the various facets of evil, examining its philosophical, psychological, and theological dimensions. By unraveling the complex threads woven into the fabric of malevolence, we aim to gain a deeper understanding of the origins, manifestations, and perhaps even the purpose of evil in our world. Kindly subscribe, like, and share. Thanks. Defining evil, we delve into the depths of darkness armed with a sprinkle of humor and a dash of wit. We must first attempt to define the elusive concept of evil. Is it a tangible force or merely a human construct? From the ancient philosophical musings of Plato and Aristotle to modern ethical theories, we will navigate through diverse perspectives to grasp the essence of evil and its manifestations. The origins of evil, a concept as old as humanity itself, often leaves us scratching our heads in wonder. But hey, what better way to approach this complex topic than with a smile on our faces? To understand the existence of evil, we must first delve into the origins of this concept. According to the book of Genesis and the ancient scriptures, evil emerged as a consequence of humanity's disobedience to God. The story suggests that evil is a punishment inflicted upon humanity for severing its relationship with God. However, even though Jesus, as foretold by the prophets, restored this damaged relationship, evil still persists in the world. Evil, an uninvited guest. Picture this. Evil walks into a party, uninvited and wearing mismatched socks. The question of evil has troubled both theists and atheists alike. For those who believe in a perfectly good, omnipotent, and omniscient God as the creator of the universe, reconciling the existence of evil is particularly challenging. Some individuals find this dissonance irreconcilable and choose to abandon the belief in a higher power. Dualism, exploring ancient philosophical perspectives on the existence of dual forces, good and evil, as fundamental and opposing principles. Moral relativism, examining the idea that good and evil are subjective constructs, varying across cultures and individuals. The human condition. A significant aspect of understanding evil lies in exploring the depths of the human psyche. Are individuals inherently good, corrupted by external factors, or is evil an intrinsic part of human nature? Drawing insights from psychology, sociology, and anthropology, we will examine the roots of malevolence within ourselves. The problem of evil. Logical problem. Analyzing the apparent contradiction between the existence of a benevolent, omnipotent deity and the existence of evil. Evidential problem. Considering the challenge posed by the prevalence of gratuitous suffering in the world. Human nature and morality. Explaining the coexistence of evil and a benevolent God. Theodicy is a theological construct that seeks to address the question of why evil exists, if God is truly loving, omnipotent, and omniscient. One prevailing theory within theodicy is the privation theory, which posits that evil is the absence of good. In this view, evil is not something that God actively created, but rather a result of the absence of good. God allows for the existence of evil to grant rational free will to his creatures. Human reason under this perspective is not solely an intellectual endeavor, but also a reflective process that draws upon the spiritual and emotional aspects of our being. It is through our conscience that we make moral decisions based on our understanding of good and evil. God allows humanity to have the freedom to choose between good and evil, as an inability to choose evil would render the choice of good meaningless. A little joke to spice it up. But let's be honest, if humans were incapable of choosing evil, we would have missed out on some truly entertaining movies and gripping novels. Furthermore, it is important to acknowledge the limitations of human experience. What one individual may perceive as a great evil is relative to their own limited interactions with the world. It is possible that there are far greater evils beyond our imagination, but God, in His benevolence, exercises restraint. Just as humans are capable of great acts of love and generosity, they are also capable of evil. God strikes a balance between allowing free will and restraining the manifestation of evil. Just like that annoying neighbor who always borrows your lawnmower without asking, evil seems to pop up at the most inconvenient times. But why? Evolutionary perspectives. Investigating the evolutionary roots of morality and the interplay between cooperation and competition in human societies. Socialization and moral development. Understanding how cultural and societal factors shape individual moral compasses. Well, my friends, evil is like that one person who insists on double-dipping their chips in the salsa bowl, moral relativism. As we navigate the philosophical landscape, we'll encounter the concept of moral relativism. Does evil exist as an objective reality, or is it contingent upon cultural, societal, and individual perspectives? We'll scrutinize the relativistic nature of morality and its implications on the perception of good and evil. Theodicy. Wrestling with the problem of evil. Religious traditions have grappled with the existence of evil through theodicy. Attempts to reconcile the presence of malevolence with the notion of a benevolent, all-powerful deity. We will explore various theological explanations and the challenges posed by theodicy in different faiths, seeking to understand how religious frameworks make sense of evil in our world. The dark side of human psychology, psychopathy and sociopathy. Exploring personality disorders that may predispose individuals to engage in malevolent actions. The banality of evil. Reflecting on Hannah Arendt's concept and the idea that ordinary people can commit horrific acts under certain conditions. Evolutionary perspectives. From a scientific standpoint, evolutionary biology offers insights into the origins of behaviors that might be considered evil. Can evolutionary principles shed light on the survival advantages or disadvantages associated with certain actions deemed malevolent? We will delve into the evolutionary roots of aggression, competition, and cooperation. Societal and environmental factors. Evil, it seems, is not confined to the individual but extends to societal structures and environmental influences. We'll investigate how factors such as poverty, inequality, political systems, and environmental degradation contribute to the perpetuation of malevolence on a larger scale. Divine purpose and free will. Divine plan. Examining theological perspectives that posit evil as part of a greater divine plan for human existence. Free will and moral responsibility. Discussing the theological argument that human free will necessitates the possibility of choosing evil. The role of free will. Central to many philosophical and theological discussions is the concept of free will. Does the existence of evil hinge on the choices made by individuals, or are external forces beyond our control responsible for malevolent actions? We will dissect the intricate relationship between free will and the presence of evil in our world. The role of free will in the existence of evil. Central to the discussion of evil is the concept of free will. Humans possess agency and the ability to make decisions based on their conscience, which is a combination of intellect, emotion, and spirituality. While desires and impulses may influence decision-making, free will operates independently of these urges. According to classical moral theology, moral actions are rational choices between good and evil. God in this framework is not responsible for humanity's choices, but only for granting them reason and the freedom to make rational decisions. When humans commit evil acts, it is a reflection of their own humanity and their exercise of free will. However, it is crucial to recognize the role of the community in shaping individual conscience and the exercise of free will. While individuals are personally responsible for their choices, the formation of conscience is influenced by both God and the community. Profoundly evil acts not only affect the individuals involved but also impact the community at large. Therefore, the development and exercise of free will occur within the context of relationships and community. Theodicy. Historical theodicies. Surveying various theological attempts to reconcile the existence of God with the existence of evil. Process theology. exploring a dynamic theological perspective that sees God as evolving and responsive to the choices of sentient beings. Human history and lessons learned. A historical perspective can provide valuable insights into the recurrence of evil throughout different eras. From ancient civilizations to modern conflicts, we'll analyze historical events and extract lessons that may guide us in mitigating the impact of evil on our collective journey. Mythology and folklore. Personifications of evil. Analyzing cultural representations of evil as demonic entities, monsters, or malevolent deities. The pathology of profound evil. Imagine if life was all rainbows and unicorns. We'd get bored real quick. Evil spices things up, adding a dash of excitement and challenges to keep us on our toes. So let's embrace the roller coaster ride, chuckle at the absurdities. Professor Sherry Kolb raises an interesting point about individuals who seem compelled to commit evil acts. While free will allows for rational choices between good and evil, some individuals may have acquired pathologies that interfere with their ability to distinguish between the two. These pathologies affect all aspects of the human: psychological, spiritual, and physical. The pathology theory of profound evil suggests that some individuals have a defect in their ability to evaluate good and evil. This defect results in a lack of empathy and a defective conscience. The pathology is not purely psychological, spiritual, or physical, but encompasses all three dimensions of the human experience. It is acquired through a combination of experiences and encounters, possibly with a neurochemical component. However, it is more challenging to apply the pathology theory to the concept of cooperation with evil. While an individual with a diseased conscience may be understood as being driven by their pathology, cooperation with evil poses a different moral dilemma. Whether through active participation or passively allowing evil to occur, individuals who cooperate with evil are equally responsible for the perpetuation of that evil. Moral lessons. Examining how myths and folklore often use the concept of evil to convey moral lessons and cultural values. Historical atrocities, genocides, and wars. Investigating the role of human agency in perpetrating large-scale acts of evil throughout history. Lessons from the past. Reflecting on the importance of remembering historical atrocities to prevent their recurrence. Existential perspectives. Existential despair. Exploring how the existence of evil can lead to existential questioning and a search for meaning. Resilience and transformation. Examining narratives of individuals who have faced profound adversity and emerged with renewed purpose. The yin and yang of life. Life, my dear readers, is like a seesaw, a delicate balance of good and evil. Just like the eternal struggle between whether pineapple belongs on pizza, spoiler alert, it doesn't. Our world oscillates between light and darkness. The moral responsibility of humanity. As members of a community, humans have a moral responsibility not only to judge their own actions as good or evil, but also to evaluate potentially evil acts occurring around them. While free will grants individuals the agency to make choices, it also demands active engagement in preventing and opposing evil. Rational and moral humans must question whether by failing to take action against injustice, they are passively cooperating with evil. Consider the example of the Cambodian genocide led by Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge. While Pol Pot's acts can be attributed to a deep pathology, the cooperation with evil by those who either followed his commands or failed to stop him is equally troubling. Cooperation with evil, whether active or passive, constitutes a form of evil itself. It is imperative for humanity to actively resist evil and not allow oneself to be complicit in its perpetuation. This applies to both obvious acts of evil, such as genocide, as well as more subtle forms of evil that we witness on a daily basis. By acknowledging our moral responsibility and actively working towards justice, we can contribute to the collective effort to combat evil in our world. Constructive responses to evil. Start with a playful comment. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. Just like that, humans can sometimes lose sight of what's right and wrong. Compassion and empathy. Discussing the role of compassion in mitigating the impact of evil and fostering a more just and compassionate world. Social justice movements. examining how collective efforts can address systemic sources of evil and promote positive change. Confronting and combating evil. Armed with a comprehensive understanding of the origins and manifestations of evil, we will explore strategies for confronting and combating malevolence in our personal lives, communities, and the world at large. Can empathy, education, and ethical frameworks serve as tools to diminish the influence of evil? Conclusion. As we navigate the labyrinthine complexities of the existence of evil in our world, it becomes evident that this question lacks a singular definitive answer. The multifaceted nature of evil requires a nuanced and interdisciplinary approach, drawing on philosophy, psychology, theology, and cultural studies. By engaging in this comprehensive exploration, we may not only gain a deeper understanding of the roots and manifestations of evil, but also uncover insights that can inform our collective efforts to build a more just and compassionate world. Ultimately, the quest to understand evil is inseparable from the human journey toward meaning, morality, and the pursuit of a better future. Additional information. Remember, even in the face of evil, a little humor can go a long way. As we navigate the complexities of the problem of evil, let's not forget to find joy and laughter amidst the darkness. After all, a good laugh can be a powerful antidote to the evils of the world. So keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep fighting against evil with love and compassion. Kindly subscribe, like, and comment. Thanks.